Hi, and welcome to Moonbeam Connections. I'm Jackie Lee. Today I have my shadow cards as we are going into the shadows. So as always, I do set out the intention that these videos find you when you need them. So if this video did find you today, it was meant for you, but remember, it may be that only part of the message is for you. It may not be the entire thing. It may just be a little spark there for you. I did change up my setup a little bit, you might notice. I was trying to get my camera closer to the cards so you could more easily see them. So let's see. Oh, and there we go. That was very easy, wasn't it? It just came right out. Lashing out. Okay. So do we have some anger problems? So it looks like the shadow work that you need to work on is your anger. So obviously, I mean, we all get angry and things, but we need to remember to take, when we are upset, to take that breath, maybe 2 or 3, right? Calm yourself down. Think for a moment, how do I want to react to this, right? Think about when you're in these moments. I know it's really hard because you're like, snap, and sometimes these people are just pushing it and pushing it and pushing it and pushing it, right? And you're just like, ah! But we need to remember to calm down and act as how we want to act, right? Do you want to be that person that just like blurts out anything and says horrible, mean things, or, you know, makes a fool of themselves? Or you want to take a moment and respond in a way that, you know, tomorrow you're going to be proud of, next week you're going to be proud of, next year you're going to be proud of. So we are going to take another deck of cards here, and let's see what advice these cards have for lashing out. So this is about anger, deflecting things, right? Not wanting to deal with something, so you deflect. You see that a lot in the media, right? They're asked about, why did you do this? And instead of actually answering that question, it's like, well, look at what they did over there. Well, no. We understand, right? That's them. We'll ask them that question. We're asking you about your behavior. I have to say that to my children all the time. Whenever they're in trouble, they're like, but what about her? And I'm like, yes, I understand, and I will deal with that. But you, I can only deal with you and your behavior because you are the only one in control of your behavior. And they're in control of their behavior, and I'll discuss their behavior with them. So let's look at some advice for lashing out here. How can we try and avoid lashing out? I don't think anybody, in general, most people do not want to lash out, right? It's kind of implied going too far, or doing something you normally wouldn't do, or normally, oh, there we go, wouldn't want to do. So our advice is, the High Priestess and the Five of Wands. So the High Priestess is all about is about your intuition, being mystery, but having wisdom, right? She stands here in between the black and the white, you could say, the two ends, and her above her you can see there's a space because it's like endless possibility. It's also a connection, and she sits sort of confidently and proudly in this wisdom and this knowledge that she has, right? She's spiritually connected. She has an intuition. She has an inner knowing, or a sacred knowing, right? She's sensitive. She's got high morals. So that's your advice. And then we have the Five of Wands, which is all about conflict, challenges, competition, disagreements between people, tension, strife. So I think what your advice, really what this is saying is, when you come across this strife, this competition, this fighting between you and whoever it is, whether it's a partner, whether it's your children, whether it's whatever, that you need to sit in your intuition. You need to sit in your confidence, right? Like, I think that's what happens sometimes is, you know, somebody says something negative about you, like towards you, right? They're being negative, they're putting you down. And so immediately you get this, no, I'm not like that. No, that's not how it is. That, right? You start lashing out. But really, you need to stand in your confidence. You need to stand in your intuition. You need to stand in your knowledge and your know-how, and that you know who you are. That's if someone's coming up to you and being like, oh, you're just like this all the time, you're always the one causing problems, you're like, you know, there's a thing where you could be like, no, That's not true. That's not how it is. I'm calm, right? Or you can just, that's not how it is. You don't know how it is, right? And it's two different ways of approaching it. One brings up your blood pressure. The other one brings it down, right? Nope. Simple no. I don't need to explain myself. I know that that's not true. But when you do that very calmly, very confidently, it sends a message to everybody else that no, I'm not even going to entertain that. I am not even going to argue about that. I am confident that that is not true. And I don't even need to try and tell you the 1,000,001 ways it's not true. You say I'm selfish? No, I'm not. I know I'm not. I don't need to sit here and tell you how I did this for you and this for that person. I don't need to do that. And for one thing, when you do that, you're lashing out, you're getting angry, you're getting your blood pressure up, you're starting this fight because now they're going to get defensive and they're going to fight back. And well, you do that sometimes, but not all the time, that kind of thing. And then you end up looking just as bad as the other person, right? So this is really about when these conflicts come up, just stay in your calmness, stay in your knowledge, stay in your peace and your calm, and just let it go. So let's get a card for how we're going to deal with this in the future. So how does your future look in terms of lashing out? And we've got the reversed Four of Pentacles. So this can be about fear, being greedy. In this context, it's not really about greedy. Well, it can be actually, because you're greedy to always be right, can never be wrong. You need to always prove your point, right? And so this is where you're headed, right? So we need to heed this advice. This is going to be about like protecting yourself too, right? So let's heed this advice. Let's not get into the fear of what's going to happen. Let's not get into the scared, like I need to defend myself. I need to protect myself, right? We're not going to do that. We're going to get into this protection mode of I am protecting my peace. I'm not trying to prove anything to anyone. I'm just trying to protect my feet, my peace. And I think we need an angel number today. Let's get an angel number for you. So what do our angels recommend for you? Okay, what numbers do the angels want to send you, please? What number does the angel want to send you? Oh, okay, we will take this one because this one hit the ground. This one wants letting go. Ha ha! There you go. There you go. That says it all. So this says surrender and let go of control. Release resistance and trust in the flow of life, knowing that everything unfolds in divine timing and for your highest good. Okay, so, and then you can see this card actually this way is all about trying to control, right? I've managed to get a little bit of money and I'm just going to hold it tightly. Like I'm worried to let it go. And this way we're letting it go. We're letting it go. And this is what we should be doing. Let this go. Not every fight is yours to fight. Let other people go and fight off in the corner, right? You don't have to. So this is about just let go of control, let go of the need to always be right, let go of the need for everybody else to know you're right, whatever it is. When these conflicts come up, stand in your divine power. Stand in your knowing. Stand in your divinity, really. And don't get suckered in. Let it go. They can think what they want. They can do what they want. This is about protecting your peace. In the end, if you are in the peace, love, and happiness mode, what does it matter if they're still trying to fight with you? But I'm at peace. My not fighting back, my not lashing out is keeping my peace, is keeping my happiness. And that's what matters in the end. Let go of the control. Just let it go. It doesn't matter. Let them, right? Let them be. Let them do their thing. It's not up to you. And we're going to get one more Moonology card for you here today about lashing out. What does the Moonology Oracle deck want have for a message for you today, please? Okay, Moonology card would like to come out as a message for you today, please. Oh, that one. All right. Oh, and that one. Okay. We shall take both of them. And we have behold and make the first move. I don't think you can still see that, but this is the cardinal moon. So be bold and make the first move. And then this says, what do you need to release? Waning moon. See? Release, let go, and then be bold. Make the first move. Make the first move of walking away. Make the first move of changing your attitude towards the conflict that's going out. Start making your move. Start releasing things, letting go, and you're going to be able to stop lashing out. Well, I hope this message helped you today. I'm sending you peace, love, and happiness. Bye for now.